What inspired me to become an attorney was I was in the 8th grade learning U.S. history, and I learned about the Constitution, separation of powers, presidency, Congress, judiciary, and I was fascinated by the creation of our country. And I thought, well, hey, what can I do with this thing that I'm fascinated by? How can I interact with this system? And lawyer was the natural next step from there, along with my desire of, hey, I really want to help people. So again, here's an interest I have in history. Here's a system that I find fascinating, and what can I do with that? And so that's what drove me to become a lawyer. I think the personality trait that you want in a litigator is you want someone to find the strong point or weak point in your opponent's case and really press on that point. And so that's, I think, a personality trait I have. I evaluate a case and I see where my strong and weak points are, and then I really talk up my strong points and then really talk up those weak points in order to get the best result for my client. The primary driver of wanting to help people is my faith. I think it's pretty much one of the main tenets of my faith is to help others. And so that's what drives me. A particular instance that also drove me was out of law school, I became a public defender. And I have hundreds of cases, and one of those cases was actually someone that I grew up with, went to high school with. And what was interesting about his case was he was truly innocent. So I was able to fight for him, get him off because he was being falsely accused. And it was just one of those stories that was kind of cool to go full circle, to be born and raised here in Jacksonville and then come back and serve the community that I grew up in. I had prior experience working for insurance defense, basically the other side of what I do now. I'm thankful for that experience because I know what they're thinking, I know their tactics, and I know what they're trying to do, which helps me get ahead of what they're trying to do. And when you're ahead of it, when you know how they're thinking, again, you get the best result for your client because you know, okay, I know if I do X, they're gonna do Y, which then will result in Z. But ultimately, I bring in that experience, and I'm happy I have it because I've been able to use it to get better results for my clients. The first piece of advice I give to my clients is, and this is a tough one for clients to swallow, is, hey, I don't want you to be constantly worrying about your case, especially the legal aspect of your case. That's my job. Let me take that burden off of you and let me help guide you through that process so you no longer have to worry about it, think about it 24/7. But anything legal, that's my concern and for me to worry about.